Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wilson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Hurricanes are on the move. Going to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Making side adjustments here. Wilson to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cade.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Makes it past the marker. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
From the gun, he leads it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Running into the open space. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Washington. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3-and-out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wilson will throw. Under fire. The throw. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Scrambling away. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
It gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and take a look at how this critical game finished up. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 2 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They punted away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wilson to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to move quickly. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And line with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Washington. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. He uncorks one deep. Snags it down the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Trying to get rid of it. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. This time it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Monroe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like...
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Monroe. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Still running at the 40. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So
touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 22 to Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage on the play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Moore. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This is a designed run. Turning it on. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Right on the money.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Ducks are on the move.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one. And that's
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of it.
There he goes. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's got 98 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Monroe. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And did, but they dial up the flea flicker. And how about the job of the running back selling like it was running, the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open.
Yeah, you can see everybody sucks up, plays the run, and listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
Calls his own number. And some room to work.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Oh, they're after him. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.